Hi guys, welcome back to my weekly readings. I trust you guys had a great week last week and are gearing up for the new week coming up. For those of you that are Catholic or do follow the Passion of Christ, it is the beginning of Holy Week for some. So happy Easter at the end of the week. Happy Palm Sunday today. Um, think of me as you go to church today and pray. For some of you that follow me, you know that I went to Holy Land yesterday, so I was pretty happy. It was hot. It was hot out, but I did get to see some of the shows that they had and the recreation of parts of Jerusalem, and it was a beautiful experience. I really loved it. I took pictures with the actor that plays the role of Jesus, and I'm sure he looks a lot like what Jesus did back in his day. And he was a really loving soul as well. It seemed like most of the people that worked there were deeply religious and deeply connected and really had a lot to share with the people that were there. The ones that were the actors, they all had beautiful voices. It was just a great, amazing experience for me. So, as you know, today the reading probably will gear more towards the angelic advice and Jesus and Mother Mary. And I do love you guys. Thanks a lot for sharing my videos, for listening to my videos, for the beautiful comments that you leave me. I do appreciate you. You have no idea how much. Um, I will try to keep the channel going so that for those of you that really care for me and care for my readings and my advice and the messages that come through being channeled by my guides, your guides at times, and the angels, so that we can all share in some of that knowledge and advice that comes through. Today I'm going to have a really long reading because I did pull a lot of decks. There were so many that called for me for messages to be shown today, so let me proceed. If you guys would like a private reading with me in any area of your life, you can also ask for messages from particular angels or guides, and I will try to make you happy with that. Just locate me. My addresses are down below. It's already hard for me to deviate from being already connected to the reading. So if you'd like a reading, write to me at riseshealingarts11@gmail.com. My link is down there for my blog as well, so you can check my readings there. But you can always contact me whenever you like, and we can write back and forth, and I can help you with situations if need be, or we can do readings. Alright guys, onward with the reading. This week is going to be focused mostly on the fact that we feel restricted in a lot of the things that we'd like to do in our lives. Sometimes the restrictions are put upon us by our own selves, our own limitations of our intelligence, or of the things that we feel we cannot do due to the fears that we have. It's something that we need to work through. This is one of the major blocks that we're going to be facing in the next couple of weeks. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love, because if we do that, if we do raise our vibrations and live more in that energy of love unconditionally, even to ourselves, we may not have to deal with this emotion anymore. And a lot of it has to do with death. It has to do with losing, you know, people that we love, and how tortured we are with that idea, or the death of relationships, of situations of work. It could be many different things that we fear the endings of, and that's something that we're going to be struggling with for a while in our lives as we grow through and become more enlightened and more experienced in the things that happen to us. But I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So the fear of releasing, the fear of letting go of situations in our lives, or people, places, you name it. For all of us it's different, or it could be all of the above, because sometimes we become so fearful that everything becomes an issue in our lives, and we need to let go of that. Because number one, if we fear the ending of a loved one we have no idea what goes on when that door closes. Spirituality tells us that another one opens. Then we open to our true self, which is spirit. That actually we're only incarnating in flesh and body so that we can experience love, so that we can experience some of the things that go on, so that we can grow in our spirit. And I know that that's kind of hard to envision, and we do live in an era now where there's not as much brutality as there was, let's say, back in the Roman Catholic days, or where Jesus was alive. That brutality isn't around as much anymore. There are still people that practice brutality, but it's less. As we grow and grow spiritually, that becomes less, and those people are eliminated from our lives. They're eliminated from this planet, and hopefully they do not get to reincarnate, because they have time where they need to grow spiritually and not incarnate again to hurt others, especially in the masses, like the ones that have come about that have hurt people, whole cultures and stuff like that. People that have committed genocide, like in my own country. I am Cuban by origin. I was born there but not raised there. I was raised in the United States because of the brutality and the genocide that the man that was running the country at that time was doing to everyone there. So, and there's still countries like that at this time that are being brutalized, but it isn't as much. It is lessening. Things are changing, and I'm really happy about that. So we need to let go of the fear that we have of changes, of endings, of beginnings, because we're meant to do that. We're meant to experience something and then move on to the next cycle in our lives, the next level, whatever that may be. We are all on different ones as well. So we may team up with someone that is just meant to be there in our lives, just to change us just a little bit, to give us an inspiration or an opportunity to do something else in our lives, to help release, to help end something and then begin something else without so much fear. It kind of puts a damper on that fear so that we can move on and do something else that'll help us with this restriction that we feel in our lives, of all the fears and things that have happened in the past, and help us put some of that to rest. Another card that came out when I was shuffling was the Justice card. The Justice card is all about being balanced, a fair judgment that comes from above. Actually, ourselves also, sometimes we judge ourselves too harshly, which brings about, again, this feeling of restriction, because we are judging ourselves. But all of that pulls us out of balance. So justice has come in to help us balance ourselves through our thoughts, our emotions, our spirit. Bring everything more into balance due to our fears, due to addictions, due to temptations, due to that energy that we live in. I know that things are getting better, but they're not there yet. So we're still caught up in that vortex of fear, envy, hatred, death, endings, beginnings. What we hear on TV, which is something that I don't hear, but a lot of people still do. They can't break away from the media and what they're being told, and being reactive to all of those situations, and then going out with all that energy, all charged up with all that negative energy, and it affecting other people. People that are empaths, people that absorb some of that energy to try to help that soul enlighten. But then what you do is you charge yourself up. So another thing that has come out, from the angel cards, is shield yourself. Learn to shield yourself each and every day, so that the negative energy from other people do not get soaked up in yours, so that you are able to block it and, in essence, send it out. If you desire to help someone, then it's your choice. It's not something that's going to happen because you are someone that's more enlightened than those around you, and as you walk past them or have interactions with them, you pick up some of their dark energy, or somehow they're affected by yours, by the fact that you're more enlightened, and that triggers something in them to hurt you in one way or another, whether it's verbally, physically, spiritually, and it hurts you. So we need to learn to shield ourselves. That in turn is going to help us break away from some of this negative energy that may not even be ours, and help bring us more balance in our lives as we move through the sword is down, that means we don't want the battles anymore. We don't want to feel restricted anymore. We don't want to fight with people. We just want to be more balanced as we move through life with the people that are around us and with our own self, which is very hard to achieve sometimes. So learn to shield yourself. Let's see what it says. Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me, my loved ones, my vehicle, my home with your powerful shield. Surround us in your purple light, which allows only pure love to penetrate, which is what we want. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe. If you want a specific person to be protected or yourself, then you add your names in that after that little prayer to Archangel Michael, which is the patron of those that need protection, of those that are working for the public, of the peacemakers. He's there to help. So you can always ask for help, or that angel is there to help. It's an energy. It's not a he or a she, even though I refer to them as he's or she's. But it's an energy. And that sometimes can manifest to look like a person. But it's a very powerful energy. So we need to contact that energy and have it just envelop us, surround us. And blue rays, purple rays, whatever color you want for that day to help protect you and help shield you from just a negative energy, not love, so that love can penetrate, so that you know when there is a loving connection between you and another person that actually wants to be helped, or wants your love or your attention. And I'm not meaning romantic, I'm meaning just as a regular person, from soul to soul. So once this balance takes place, that kind of helps you relax a little bit and stay away from some of that negative energy, addictions that you may have, negative patterns, people that could be trying to hurt you in some way. Also sexual deviants that may want to abuse you in some way. It's easier when we have something that trumps this negativity from others and from yourself even. So if you're having thoughts about another person, or an unhealthy situation that may come up, someone that could be married that may be attracted to you, or I don't know, some situation that you know, if you feel that it is not good, then it is something you need to stay away from, whether it's too much food, too much smoking, drinking, whatever it is, other people, negative energy. Justice is going to help us balance that out as we move through this week, because it's going to be fair for us. So we need to look for the balance in all situations. How can we meet that situation head on, but in the middle, not veering off to one end or to the other? You don't want to be a fanatic as well. You know, you just want to stay somewhere in the middle to be balanced. Your mind, your body, your soul, and keep moving forward. There is a destined change. These are destiny cards. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and this being justice. It's something that's karmic that you're learning, and something that destiny is about to bring about a big change. So there's either a Libra or a Capricorn coming into your life that's going to help with this change, or these are just major energies from the divine. These are all major arcana cards, and we still have one more to go that just came out, because it's what is being affected in our lives at this time. Bringing back balance, getting rid of the fear that we have, working on our shadow side, which is what the Devil card or the Temptation card, being tempted to do things because you're in that place right now where it's a karmic situation. Them temptations, they need to take a hike, because I have grown personally enough to not fall for a lot of it. The only thing I'm still working through is the food situation, and exercising and taking care of the temple right now, which is something that I totally started to ignore when I made some big major changes in my life. But it's been time already that I take care of that situation, or start balancing my life. And for all of you, it's something else. It could be something different. But again, bringing that balance, taking care of that dark side, that shadow side, that temptation, those emotions, that negative energy, you don't even want it around anymore. So by shielding yourself and pushing it away, and asking the angels to separate yourself from people that are negative energy, negative thoughts, patterns, situations in your life, and then helping guide you to something better, is going to help, because the changes are already in the vortex. The cycle that's ending so that a new one begins is already coming. okay? This balance is going to take care away, moving you away from this negativity, because the Wheel of Fortune is coming to change a certain cycle in your life, something that's coming, and that has potential, something that you're working on. So whether it's changing your diet, exercising more, leaving a relationship that's very toxic, moving from one job to another, moving from one place to another, whatever changes you're trying to make in your life, Jupiter is going to help you with that. It brings a gift. The Wheel of Fortune is representing the planet of Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion. It's also the planet of rewards, of gifts, of surprises, that it brings into your life for your hard work. Jupiter supports you with that. But again, it's the planet of expansion. I did say it. So be careful your food intake. Don't get too happy. Don't indulge a lot, because the planet itself may make you do that also, just because it's that way. It's very expansive in everything. It brings you more finances, more love, more of everything, but you can also expand your waistline, in other words. So careful. But this, I think, is representing a huge cycle in our lives that we're breaking away from, and we're going into the new one now, which has potential, because we've already been working on it, but now it's going to get even better, because the Wheel of Fortune is going to expand that, so it's going to be more solidified. So whatever you're doing, you're going to make some really big changes as we go through this week and the next couple of weeks, because there is hope for regeneration, there is hope for healing, there is hope for the things that we're trying to achieve, following our divine guidance, and this mermaid is heading right for it. And there's hope. That's what this card represents. Hope for the things that we're trying to change in our lives, which will help bring some peaceful energies, more love into our lives, because we'll feel more peaceful, more at peace with ourselves, with our body, with our spirit, with our emotions. We won't be all over the place anymore. We'll be more even keel, which is what we're trying to find, some balance in everything, so we're not going off off kilter, off the handle, blowing up every time somebody says something to you, or you don't like what's happening and you don't know how to express, or you don't know how to get it out of you, so it comes out in a very negative way. You don't want to do that. You want to think about things. You want to leave a situation. If it's going to get real heated, go out, count to 10, whatever it is you need to do. Go do something different. Spend your time elsewhere until things even out a little bit at home. If there's problems with family, whatever it is, you just know how to bring balance by asking the angels to help you, and the thoughts will come to you. You just need to follow through with it. Peacefulness. You recognize the balance, kindness, and love that brings calmness to your soul, which is what we're hoping to achieve. More peace. So there's that part of it. Learning to let go. Let go of the control that we feel that we must have over situations is going to be helpful as well. Release the desire to control this situation and leave it up to God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully, whatever it is you're asking. Here's a lady that's in prayer. That's in prayer, hand over heart. That means it's something that's very difficult in her life that she's tried to overcome, or to bring some type of justice to, or balance to, that situation, and it just seems like it doesn't come. Relax. Let go of the control, then go inward. Go inward as to what you can do to help yourself at this time, while things are balancing themselves out, while the universe is taking its turn, while the cycle is ending and another one is beginning. Do not be afraid of what ends in your life as we go through the rest of this month, because there are going to be some endings of certain things. You just need to hang on, go within, and be strong, because the universe is trying to help you, and it's trying to tell you, just let go, relax, be more at peace with yourselves. We are working behind the scenes in order to change things in your life, to help you. And positive thoughts create positive results. So the more you break away from this temptation, from this negative thought pattern, from this cycle that keeps turning and turning and coming back in your life, the easier it is for the things that you do want in your life to manifest. Divine love and wisdom. I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person and every situation. Remember, We're here learning lessons. We are incarnate in order to do so, to grow spiritually, you know. And some stuff is karmic from other lives, so we need to be able to see the love and see the light in every situation and every person, and not let it affect us in a negative way, and continually shielding ourselves so the negative energy from other people don't stay stuck to us, and then we bring it home. We're stuck with it for a little while until we either cleanse ourselves by burning some sage, or taking a salt bath, or a flower bath. I think I explained some of that last reading, or at some point. And then we go back out and we do it again, and it's like a vicious cycle again, like the devil card or the dark side or working shadow side. Sometimes we work through that an entire lifetime. So it's not something that's going to happen overnight or at the snap of a finger. No, it takes time. It may take years, but you got to start somewhere, and you have to recognize it, because once you recognize something, then you're able to work through it or work with it or fight it or whatever it is. But you have to see it for what it is first in order to be able to work with it, to fix it. A message for me from Jesus. Fear not, little flock, for it's your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. I have felt alone. I have felt like I don't get much help from other people or from the people around me that I help support. When I need that help, it's usually not there. You know, so I need to realize that I am not alone. That there is a higher power, and they are gifting me things, and I need to stand strong in my resolve and in my beliefs that I'm not alone. And it's your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So to be blessed, to know that they're there, that they're going to be there to help me when I need the assistance. I am not alone. The shepherd is always watching over his flock. And even if you steer and go in the wrong direction, he's going to come back and pull you back in one way or the other. So when he knocks, when he's asking you to pay attention to something, don't ignore it because you are completely covered in negative energy, or you're in fear, or you feel restricted and you just lash out. Don't do that, because the shepherd's work was very difficult in this lifetime when he was incarnate, and it still is, to bring back his flock. But he never ever forgives, or he never forgives evil, for one thing. He just doesn't assist with that. But he won't forget anyone, no matter how far you have veered off the path, how far you have gone within, how dark you feel that you are, and that you're not being able to be redeemed or in love. Don't worry, because he'll be there to assist you. The energy is always there to pull us back out of that darkness. And I'm sorry I said that. He doesn't forgive evil. That I know. Not from us, but just the energy itself that's evil. That he does not forgive. He sheds it away. He releases it from us. So we need to know that, okay? He'll always forgive us, but never the evil that attacks us. He does take it away from us. We need to ask for help, though. Let's see what the words of Mother Mary has to say for us. This is something that I didn't shuffle it, so I didn't get the previous message. There. Again, our health is very important as we move through, because if our temple breaks down or something happens to us because we are living in fear because of the negativity around us, and we've hurt ourselves without knowing, because we're not paying attention, because negative energy has, in its own way, it kind of beats you down, and negative thoughts from other people will help you trip up, will help you run into stuff, or help things happen. So you have to be careful. You have to focus on your health, on yourself. Go within as much as you can to check in with your body, see if you need any help, if you need to go to a doctor, if you need to do something, change something about yourself, that will help you. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. If you ask for help from the divine, it will assist you in guiding you to the right doctor, guiding you to the right exercise routine, or help support you so that you Don't talk yourself out of exercising. Don't talk yourself out of eating the right foods, or help you focus, or maybe get an idea. Oh, this is what I'm going to eat this week. This is how I'm going to plan my meals this week for my diet. These are the new things that I'm going to introduce in my diet that are going to help raise my vibrations, because I'm going to be eating perhaps less meat, or less processed foods, or less junk food, or whatever. Not drink any more sodas and drink water, or drink juices, or make healthy like juices that they have nowadays. Things like that. So we ask for help, it'll come. It'll help us. We need to open our hearts, okay? I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love, whether it's painful or not. Help open your heart to love, to unconditional love. The healthier you are, the healthier you are eating, it helps us. It helps us a lot when it comes to opening our hearts to all forms of love, being more tender with the people around us. I am both gentle and powerful at the same time. You don't have to lash out with anger at people to show that you're powerful or to lead others. You can do it with gentleness, with kindness. So opening our hearts to all forms of love, whether it's good love, unconditional love, or someone that's hurting, you can help them by supporting them with tenderness, with kindness, and not with brutality or with hatred or negativity. No, kindness, positivity, opening your heart to loving, truly loving. It will help with your health issues. It will help boost you up. It might even help you stick with your diet or stick with whatever addiction you may have. You could have been smoking for many years and want to put it down, but you feel that the addiction of it itself is too powerful and you can't stop smoking. You're depressed, you're anxious, you're having problems in your relationships, you end up smoking more and more and more. What you need to do is find a reason in your mind why that particular smoking or drug or alcohol or whatever food is bad for you. What are the bad issues? What is the bad things that it can do to you? Or if you're smoking, you don't want the people at work to know because you smell like a cigarette or whatever. So that thought alone, just sticking with that and saying, okay, today I'm going to smoke one less cigarette because I don't want the people at work to smell me like that. I don't want to go out in the streets and have everybody look at me and go, wow, you know, this person so nice and everything, but they smell like a pack of cigarettes or weed, whatever the heck it is you're smoking, you know, pipe, whatever. And just one a day that you quit, that you don't smoke anymore, and that just that thought of it, and get out and exercise. Don't take up another addiction in order to balance that out. Do something positive. Either go out to a church or go out and talk to people. Do something that's positive to balance out that cigarette that you're not smoking that day, that extra cigarette. And the next day it'll be 2 cigarettes. And the third day it's 3, or every other day. You know, however you do it, whatever speed you take to help yourself with this health issue, whatever it is. Go to the doctor one day. See what it has to say. Make your appointment a month ahead of time or something so that you have a whole month to think about, okay, I got to go to the doctor, I have to face this issue in my life. Whatever the situation is, your health is connected. It's right in the middle of being able to express more love to those around you, and be more gentle, more tender, and be more of a guide, of a leader to others, being more of a peer, or someone that other people can look up to, you know, and say, wow, that person has come a long way. They have sure gone through all of those addictions and all those problems that they had. They've balanced out their emotions, and they've done it without drugs. They've done it without the aid of another, something else that will enslave you, or something else that will addict you. You don't want that in your life. You want to be connected to clear, pure spirit, and not through a drug or through. And now I understand that some people may have an imbalance that is scientific, some type of imbalance in your life where you need to have some type of a medication that helps you. So I'm not saying if it's a medication that actually helps you to focus or to be, you know, yourself, then by all means you do that. But don't take up another addiction also because of it. like eating more or smoking cigarettes or doing something else in order to balance whatever else may be a little bit off kilter in your life. Do something positive instead, okay? That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's get to the reading of the week. This card already doesn't want to go. Three of Cups. Reunions. So there may be some reunions that are coming up during this week, either with family. I know that it is a very important religious week, so perhaps you're going to meet up with family, or you're going to go to church, because holidays like these are the only ones that pull you into a church or a place of worship, and there you are reunited with, you know, the leaders of the church or the temple and the people that are there. They're very happy to see you, which is wonderful. So you're celebrating with friends, you're celebrating with family. Maybe you get together with family to celebrate Easter, and you have a very happy reunion with them, or birthdays, or maybe you're being promoted at work, or there's celebrations at work for one thing or another, whatever it is. So celebrations, coming together with others, a new romance in someone's life, your existing romantic relationship becomes more loving, more gentle, because you're working through a lot of issues, and they see that you're working very, very hard to help yourself and to help those around you. So you have more loving moments with your family, with your friends, with the people that you are romantically involved with. So it could be many things, but some happy reunions and happy times are going to happen during this week. There is some boredom, though, that we're working through at the beginning of the week. Then we have the Knight of Cups. There could be some proposals to go out, to spend time with family, to spend time with friends, or a romantic relationship. This is the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, this Knight of Cups is going to take you out of this eternal boredom that you have when it comes to your relationship. Maybe you're single, you haven't really dated or gone out at all, and there's going to be someone that will propose a date or invite you out. So because you're looking into the past, you're looking at these three of Cups, you're looking at when you used to be happy, or the things that happened in your life in the past, and that's something that we need to break away from, that eternal going back and revisiting the past. We need to stay in the present moment, today, not yesterday or 10 years down the road. No, today. Don't think back, think forward. The Four of Cups is about that. It's about you thinking about the Three of Cups, when you were happy, when you had family reunions that were happy, and maybe you're thinking about people that you have lost. They are in a better place. They're hopefully coming back, you know, really soon, and they do reincarnate back into the same group. So just look for them within the new babies that come about in your family, and be happy, because it's a spirit that has released the dense flesh, the dense pains that we go through in life, and are now there to be able to guide us more, or reincarnate right away. It all depends on what their plan is. But don't think of the past. Think of the one cup that's coming here, that is the gift that comes from the divine, not the three cups from the past that keep you in a mindset of being bored or looking to the past and not seeing the potentials of your future, which is being held right there by the Knight of Cups. That could be you as well, moving forward, going, hey, I proposed this new plan, this new idea. I've got this beautiful, passionate, emotional inspiration that I want to share with you, your loved one, your family members, the people that mean something into your life, so you can break out of this boredom, or this perpetual looking back in the past and regretting, or going over things that really put you in a mindset of fear, because you're not in the present moment. The gift that God gives us, or the divine gives us, for the present day, the people that we do have in our lives, the beautiful gardens, or the beautiful things outside that we can go and share, you know, with ourselves and other people if we want to. Always look for the present moment and the emotional experience that you can have by that one cup of love that's being expressed to us, that's being given to us every single day. And it could be another person that comes into your life if you're single, or even if you are in a relationship. This could be a proposal of love from a family member, from your best friend, you know, from the neighbor next door that says, hey, I have this beautiful plan for us. So always look for that beauty that comes with the present moment, with the present day. Okay, and again, for some, this could be a person that comes in and proposes a date or proposes a new idea. It could be at work, something that happens at work that's fun for you, you know, as you move through this week. Or, again, go out if you're asked out on a date. This new way of looking at life, of looking at situations, is going to bring you a lot of stability. This is another major arcana card. It's the strength card that brings about a lot of abundance in our lives, either of love or of experiences that are fun, that are good for us, you know. Stay strong. Keep your emotions under control. Remember the balance card. Remember the strength card. Remember the cup of love, you know, as you move through the week, and stay in the present moment so that your week is a lot more pleasant. And then the Nine of Pentacles. You may spend some time alone this week looking at the things that you are trying to work on or fix, and then there's a lot of gratitude that needs to be expressed because of the things that you are going to be able to accomplish this week due to this new way of looking at things and moving away from your negative energy or negative shadow side and moving through to more of a positive side of your life. That's something that we're going to be working on this week. And here's the Queen of the Ocean here, but this is the Empress, okay? Which represents, of course, abundance. The abundance of love, prosperity, of beautiful things, just an abundance of beautiful days and positive people. It could be an abundance of anything, you know, whatever we feel is happiness or abundance of it, that makes us happy during the week, you know, as we move through it. That's a good week, okay? This could be at work, you know, abundance of people that come to you that are, I don't know, that make you happy that week, you know. Instead of having like negative experiences at work, you have a whole bunch of good experiences, you know, that help strengthen your resolve. And oh my God, yes, I want to do this. I'm going to stay in the present moment. I'm going to cleanse myself. I'm going to shield myself. I'm going to think positive thoughts. And every time a negative thought comes in your mind, you kick it. You see yourself kicking it with your foot. Poof. Kick it away, and it dissolves like a little puff of smoke. And then you see yourself taking a cup of love and drinking. So have some water handy or a juice or something. So every time you have a little negative thought, you see yourself kick it away, and you take a little drink of that positive cup of water, of juice, of not soda or alcohol. Don't think that was bad thoughts. Something good for you, okay? Have yourself a little health shake or something, and then whenever, you know, a little extra, an extra sip. Just for those moments when, oh my God, did that person just say that to me? Wait a second, kick the thought away, or the person, poof, and then drink a little bit. That should be helpful. Maybe some conflicts coming up in the middle of the week. Now you know what to do, right? Pff, kick it to the curb with your thoughts. Don't allow other people's bullshit, negative thoughts, negative stuff, or their, I don't know, because they want to impose their thoughts upon you or their will. You try to meet them where? Halfway. Remember the Justice card. That balance. Try to meet them halfway. And if you can't, well, you have your little thought in your mind that kicks them to the curb. You have your little water that you drink, and then you go and either walk away from the person or tell them that that's already resolved. I'll think about it. I'll keep that under consideration. Those are good things to say to people when you're blowing them off. I'll keep that in mind. I'll think about it. I'll let you know tomorrow. Drink that little drink. And there's your King of Cups. So it's better understanding of how we can deal with situations in life. Emotional understanding. Keeping ourselves in complete balance as we move through this week emotionally. Forgetting the heartbreak and the Four of Cups that keeps us bored and that keeps us stuck in the past. Nah, we're kicking that shit to the curb as well, because that's why it's at the bottom of the deck, and we're not going to allow it to affect us as we move through with all this positive energy that we're going to have this week, because we're going to stay where? In the present moment. Pay attention to your dreams, Archangel Michael says. I'm going to bring you some messages or try to bring you new ideas, new inspirations as you sleep. So pay attention to them. Have a little pad next to your your bed. So if you wake up in the middle of the night, in the middle of a dream that meant something, write it down. Because eventually you'll have like a little plan that works out to you, or just more knowledge about past lives or what you're working through in this life, okay? Thank you for tucking me into bed and helping me enjoy a wonderful, restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand this, whatever situation you're asking about, on a spiritual level, and give me guidance. So when the guidance comes and you're dreaming, try to wake yourself up so you can write it down, or try to remember it when you do wake up in the morning, okay? Let's see what Mother Mary has to say. I am willing to release old resentments so that I may enjoy my life. So forgiveness is another beautiful energy that we can use this week, as we are grateful for the beautiful things that come into our lives, even the hard lessons, even the hard people, because when we have that very difficult lesson, we can see it, we can balance ourselves and go, okay, this is not where I want to be. This is how I want to try to resolve this situation so it doesn't stick with me like a black hole or a black, I don't know, spot in our aura. How we're going to work through it so that it remains with that person, or it dissolves itself back into the earth, so even the person doesn't have it, or the situation doesn't retain that nasty energy, so it is absorbed and we can move on, okay? Forgiveness and gratitude are going to be two beautiful energies that we can use to move through this week and handle those types of situations. Let's see what Gabriel has to say. Part of your life purpose involves teaching, guiding, and helping young people. So if you have children, you can focus on them this week or help guide them, but in a positive way. Don't let them see you struggling or having issues. No. If you're having an issue, you can calm yourself and you can call one of your children to come towards you. Their beautiful positive energy will mesh with yours, and it will help you raise your vibrations just by hugging them and telling them how much you love them and support them and listen to them. Listen to their stories. If your children don't live with you, call them, ask them, hey, what's going on? How are you doing? And just by doing that, it's going to help raise your vibrations and theirs as well, because they'll know that you're communicating with them, you're connecting with them, you want to speak to them, you know. You're helping them in one way or another. If you have grandchildren, the same thing. Try to help. Try to find out how you can help and support them. If you're a teacher, there's probably a child in your classroom that you know needs that little bit of extra help. Try to help them as best as you can. If you're thinking about going into the teaching field, then this is a card that reiterates that thought and says, yes, why not? You can do it for a while. And then later on, if you want to change your mind and go in another direction, well, you can. We'll support you with that as well. But for right now, helping children helps your inner child as well. So working on yourself, working on your own inner child, that's going to be very, very helpful as you move through this week. Thank you, Gabriel. This is just a message from the archangels. A mediumship. For some of you, you are a medium, so you need to work with those energies. You need to try to develop those energies a bit more so that you too can channel messages from your guides, from other guides, and just develop that. There's also probably a very powerful person that has passed away that communicates with you through your dreams, so pay attention. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones, so work on that. Work on that. If you need help with that, you can write to me and I can give you some tips on how to try to develop your mediumship abilities. But I can tell you right now, a diet helps. Drinking a lot of water helps, because water is conducive to electrical energy and to the energy of the guides and our loved ones which have passed away, so it helps connect. When I do dishes or have my hands in water, it helps a lot as well for me to connect with my intuition. That's how the connection with the guides helps as well. They come through with your, intuitive thoughts, your third eye, where you can actually either see them or you can hear them. You need to develop, those talents. Anyway, they're also telling me to develop mine. So they talk to all of us. Let's see. Give and it shall be given unto you. So Jesus is saying, if you give love, if you give your time, if you give of your unconditional love, not just love, not expecting anything in return from anyone at all whatsoever. Always helping. See how gentle he is trying to feed the little tiny birds here? Just being gentle and kind, and that's in the cards. Your tenderness, your kindness, it goes a long way. It goes a long way with the divine as well. If you give, it shall be given unto you. If you give love, it will be returned. If you give of your time, it will be returned when you need it. That is the thing. It won't be perhaps returned to you at that moment, but in your time of desperation, in your time when you ask for help from the divine, by George, it will be there. Guess what time it is? Yes, you guessed it. Interactive time. So I'm going to pull a card where it shows the blocks that you're experiencing. Then I'm going to pull a card where it shows the energy that can actually help with that. I'm also going to pull a Whispers of Love card that helps with whatever loving energy you could use as you move through this week to help you break through the negative shadow sides that we are working through, okay? And staying in the present moment. Maybe I'll pull a card as well from the angels to see what they have to say. Okay. This will be the first card that will show the blocks or the struggles that we're dealing with, okay? A, B, and C. Now I'm going to pull the loving energy that will help us with it, okay? Wow. Well, one dangerously too far away from me to reach it at this time and knock over 10 decks that I have on this my little makeshift table. So we could forget that one. And one fell right on A, so A is already covered. So B and C. I'll pull it in a minute when I can stop the camera, try to move this away without knocking over all these decks, which, mind you, I already did knock over one. I'm going to pull a Mother Mary card for each one. And guess which one the next one is. I'm going to post on my Instagram account my picture with the actor that played Jesus in the Holy Land yesterday. I got one. Boy, was I happy. Anyway. Oh, Jesus. What else? What else? Gabriel? Yeah. He already, let me put him back in there because I saw him. It's easy. That was easy. Okay. Where are we at? Oh my God, we're already at 47 minutes. I must hurry. Okay, the block for A, growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So that's what we've been talking about. So this is your block, not knowing how or not having the time on how to do it. So asking for help from the divine can help a lot. Okay, you ask for help and then listen to what your intuition tells you. You can write to me and ask me as well. Being spontaneous is what the energy that's going to help you with that growth, to expand your consciousness and your awareness. Being spontaneous, you'll get the idea and then spontaneously doing it, following intuition. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations because you are following intuitive guidance. You start following your intuition, which will help you with your growth. Okay? With your consciousness and your awareness. What you do is you expand your unconscious and then work with it, move through life with it, which will in turn help you with your awareness of everything that's happening. Being strong is what Mother Mary is advising you. I pull myself up and do what needs to be done every single day, no matter what's happening. You know, you put your big girl panties on or your big boy pants on, one leg at a time, and you say, man, I'm going to tackle this today. I'm staying in the present moment. I'm not going to allow this stuff to affect me anymore. And in my own mind, which it's where it begins in some places, your own restrictive thoughts, that hold you back, and then it brings on that negativity, that temptation, that vicious cycle that we need to move away from. So be strong so that you can handle things in your life and do what needs to be done, whether it's with yourself, with other people, something that you need to change in your life. You're being warned that with God, all things are possible. So believe, have faith that what you're asking for is coming. It's going to be there. It's going to assist you. Okay, pray, pray, pray. And that's something that I had. I don't even know where it is. It's something that I brought from the Holy Land that says pray. And then it has the little parable underneath, or the saying that Jesus said. I'm going to stop the video and find it and then bring it and show you. With God, all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. Believe that if you have faith enough to believe in yourself and the connection you have to the divine, and that the divine is going to assist you, anything is possible. Happy news! Your prayer is answered in a creative way. So there's some things that you have been asking for, and it's coming. Have faith, have trust, and work hard, and you'll get what you asked for. For those of you that chose B, peace is so important. This is your block. This is what you're working to achieve in your life. Some peace. Peace of mind. Peace with others. Peace. It just helps you so much expand. I am a being of love, and wait a minute. Yeah. And I release all negative energy. Know that if you start to work through what the guidance is for this week, it will help you achieve some peace in your life. But you have to work hard at it, sometimes. You have to release the past and move forward, and don't limit yourself. Sometimes we limit ourselves to our own ideas, and they could be wrong. There could be something that's better for you, but you are intent on doing one thing and doing it this way, and this is the way you think it's going to help you, and all doors shut. Because divine energy says, you think? Really? Really? Do you really think that you are in complete control here? Nah, I beg to differ with you. Let me show you what being in control really is. And it's that connection that we have with divinity, and listening to our guidance, and listening to where you have to do something, stand up for yourself, or do something else in your life, then you get out there and you do it. Self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary in order to love another, or be able to love, period. It has to begin with yourself. You have to love yourself enough to know this is the right thing for me. This is the right path that I need to take, and I need to get going, get moving. No more procrastination. Loving of self. So that helps bring this into your life. This is what's being blocked. Self-love is what's going to help you unblock it, so that you can find peace within yourself, and then it is reflected back from others. And when you see that one negative person coming, remember, shield up. Kick that thought to the curb. Drink that water or that juice, or whatever's healthy that you like drinking, okay? No alcohol. And no sodas. That eats up your insides. That's definitely not self-care, okay? You're working on your inner child this month, this week, whatever. It takes a while, but this could be like a lifetime of learning to work with the inner child, to feed the inner child, to help the inner child. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. Again, what? Self-love, self-care. It will help bring peace to you. Your inner child is wounded, okay, and it's going to help you. And this is Mother Mary. Ask Mother Mary for assistance, because she loved her child unconditional, and she suffered. She suffered in the end more than any of us could ever suffer. Knowing what was there, what was going on in front of her face, that brutality. Oh, it brings tears to my eyes, so I can't think of it. I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. This energy is never separate from us. Ask for it, and it shall be there with you to help assist you. But you need to believe, and you need to listen to your intuition when it tells you to do something, so that you can move forward. I am with you unto the end of the world. No matter what, they're there all of the time. The divine energy always there. The ascended masters are there to help us, and angelic energy as well, to hold us by our hands, to be there when we need them. They're there, just believe. Daily practice. Oh, I can't even see now. I can't see. daily practice, something that you do every single day. Practice to bring peace into your hearts and into your life. The more you practice your new skills, the more comfortable and confident you become. Using your talents in order to move forward. Practice makes perfect. You'll be more comfortable within yourself. Even if you are older now and the things you did before, you did them a certain way and now you need to change, so be it. It'll be new, but in your own special way, in your own way. Don't shut down yourself. Don't shut down. Feed that inner child. Know what you want in life and keep moving forward. For those that chose C, acceptance. This is your block. Accepting the things that have to change in your life and accepting them now. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Even if you cannot change it and you have to swallow a hard pill, spit it out, drink that water, kick it to the curb, and learn to accept life as it is, because it's a lesson or a blessing. And in hindsight is when you'll see what it is. But if the sooner you accept it, the more you'll see it as a positive thing. But that only happens after acceptance. You know, once you bring that peace into your heart that you've accepted it, you've moved beyond it, and then you'll see the positive of it. It's there. We just don't see it because it hurts, you know. And the fear and limitations and the whole 9 yards. Release. Release that hold of trying to change everything because you don't want to accept it. Forget that. Release it. Release it, because usually something better comes in the light of it, but you have to release, and then you have to accept things, you know. And the sooner you do that, the better off you'll be. The less of that shadow work that you'll be doing. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Do it. Release that. Release that control or that block, or the fact that you don't want to accept the things that need to change in your life so you can move forward, so that you can grow spiritually and karmically. The sooner you release it, the better off you'll be. Words from Mother Mary. Caring for yourself, caring for the people around you or the situations in your life that you have built up to now. Don't forget them, just work with that. Heaven cares for me, and I keep my heart open to caring about myself, others, and the world in general. So do things that show that you care about yourself, your health, the way that you're moving forward in life. Start caring about the people that are there around you. They're there for a reason. Lesson or blessing. Remember that. That is all the things we have in life. Do not be afraid. Only believe. There. You have the hand that reaches out to grab a hold of you and help you, pull you out of the darkness that you're in, or the area, the time, whatever it is that you cannot accept, that you want to change but you can't. You need to release that, and then your assistance will come. Your little inner child will be assisted. You will be assisted. Ask for help and believe that it's there. Don't be afraid. Just believe and trust that you're moving in the right direction. Everything is going the way that it's supposed to. Have confidence in your creations. Trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. So again, your talents. Oh, you may have a little animal that helps you as well. So take care of your pets at this time. Bond with your pets at this time, because they'll help you work through some of the energies that you're trying to work through. And have confidence in the things that you can create in life, because that is something that's going to help you move through all this other energy. Alright guys, know that I love you. I have been talking to you for an hour. This is the longest video in a while, so kisses. I did tell you it was going to be a long one. I hope you stuck there with me, okay? Leave your comments down below. I do want to know what you think of the reading and how it resonated with you personally, okay? I hug you and I kiss you, and I love all of you that stick with me and that share your thoughts with me. I have a blessed week, and know that I will probably be talking to you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow on my daily card, and I'm going to post that picture of me and Jesus in the Holy Land. I have company that's coming next weekend. I'm going to be sharing time with my grandchildren and my son and his wife. So I'm probably not going to be able to post my reading on the weekend, so I will try to post it Friday. So I'll probably be posting it on the 19th. So look for it. It'll probably be done at night, and and you'll have it for the weekend, but it'll be early next week is what I'm trying to say, or in some time that is not common for me to do it. All right, because I will be very, very busy. And I'll try to post a picture of me with my grandkids if I can. All right, bye for now. Know that I love you, and if you would like a private reading with me, contact me via my email, riseshealingarts11@gmail.com. Bye for now. Was I going to get that other thing for you? Wait, I will. Okay, the thing I was going to show you. This is one thing that I got at the Holy Land Parade. Always have that